Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, okay. Are we okay? So my bad. Okay, we're starting over. Hello, everyone. Um, do you guys want to see how I made this thing? Yeah. Yes. No. Maybe so. Well, if you do, keep watching this video. Okay. See you later. You're gonna talk to voiceover agent for a while. Okay. Materials I use: fabric from Joann's, this paper I got from my old college, some wood glue from Home Depot. Hey, it's a framing square, you guys. Have you guys ever seen a framing square? Some poster board I already had, and a bookbinding kit that I got off of Amazon. Link in the description. Hey, you guys. So the first thing I did, obviously, was I had to fold all the pieces of paper, and that's where I'm using my bone square to just get that done. If you don't have one of those, you can use like a flat spoon, or I think some people even use like a butter knife. I just got like a little bookbinding thing from Amazon. So the next thing I did was uh, I had to make the holes. So I just, got a ruler and kind of figured out where the middle was and then just made three. It was super simple, and then I just used the owl to point to push through. You can also use like a thumbtack if you need to. Um, yeah, once again, pretty easy, pretty simple. This is the bookbinding waxing thread. It has like a coating over it so that it can like move through smoother. And then those are needles specifically for bookbinding. Also, I'll put clamps on because I thought that the paper would move around a whole bunch. Those clamps were not necessary. I I I I thought things that weren't true. Um, but yeah, so I've just followed a tutorial. There's a whole bunch of tutorials on how to make your own books on YouTube. And I just did the 3-hole method. I didn't go deep enough, so I had to like redo it. But yeah, you just go through the middle, and then you go to the end, and then you go back through the middle. I actually ended up redoing it and then going middle, first side, middle, in middle again because I felt like it was too loose. You're not supposed to do that. I don't know if it's gonna come back to bite me, but that's what I did. So they were uneven. So I decided I was gonna try and cut them all so that they would be even, because it doesn't matter, because there's all that like edge anyway. You guys, it was a bad idea. It was a really bad idea. And it took so long, and then I had to sand it. So here's me trying to sand it with a baby. This was just a waste of time, honestly. This was just a waste of time. But in my head, I was like, oh, it's not flush. It's not even. What? It's gonna look really bad. So this is what I have, like a nail file to file down my baby's nails because I'm afraid to cut them because I'm afraid I'm gonna cut his little hands. So that was me using his nail file to sand it. Okay, but so done. So then I had to, obviously, if you fold them in half, the other half is going to be the back end. So what I did was I just got a ruler, and then I lined it up, and then I just used a non-photo blue pencil to do the other side. You can obviously use whatever color you want because you're not going to see it. I have a non-photo blue pencil. I ain't using it for nothing else. Also, if you see on the side, you see two more. I tried to use them. The coal erase was not showing up, and the what is that, like the Eno or whatever, the mechanical pencil one, the lead kept snapping because of how hard I had to press down to make sure that the lines were straight. Also, spoiler alert, some of the lines ain't straight. I am terrible at making straight lines. Like, I'm using this ruler right now, but later I had to get out my I call it an L ruler. I think they're actually called framing squares. I got it from Home Depot for like $10 because my figure drawing teacher told us all to get one, and none of us knew what he was talking about. But honestly, it's been a lifesaver, especially when I had to do my printmaking classes. Lifesaver. Love it to death. Also, since you're just watching me make straight lines anyway, I have a complaint. As you can see, I have a stand. You can see it over there. It's the white thing. I also have a phone. It's the Galaxy Flip Square. So there's this trick you can do where like if you press it, it'll show you on the cover screen what you can see, what like your thing's recording. No. No, because it made me think that I had to make the shot so much wider than I had to. And now you're seeing my baby's head and everything else. Also, what? Why is it so shaky? Like this base is so heavy and it's just wobbling all around. I have complaints. That's all I'm going to say. And they should have warned me. Samsung should have said, hey girl, this is just like a guesstimation of what you're going to see. This isn't everything you're going to see. Don't be out here making your shots super wide and everybody seeing how cluttered and dirty your desk is and how much of a menace your baby is. Love you too, Samsung. That's what they should have said to me. But they didn't. They didn't say that. And I'm very upset about it. Oh my gosh, you can already see how, you see how it's like just slowly going in. And look how hard I'm trying. I am doing the best I can with what I have. I think when I make the real one, I'm just gonna use a light box. Because I don't know what else to do. Okay. Here's me getting the fabric ready. I went to Jones, got some fabric. Jones, I'll call Joann's Jones if you guys were wondering. Jones also told me that they had some like comic book fabric, and I went all through my store. And yes, I checked to make sure they meant at my store. There was none to be found. There was none to be found. Okay, there it is. There's my framing square, like I said, like I told you guys, I call it an L ruler. So I just use that. They're super heavy too. I just use that, and then I have like that fabric cutter thing, and I just use that to cut through it because that was the easiest. Also, I did put down a cutting mat. I did not cut it on my very nice desk mat that I used to take pictures, and I just also use it as a giant mouse pad. I did not do that because that would be crazy. Oh, a lot of extra footage I left in. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I'm just getting it ready. Had to measure it out. I did make sure to leave a half inch on each side so that when I glued it down, I could fold it over and it would. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So when I folded it over, I could fold it over and there would be some on the inside cover. So I did make sure to do that. And now I think I'm just, what am I doing? Oh, it was too long and I didn't want to cut my my mat. So I got my little mini cutting mat that I got from the Family Dollar for $1.25 because I don't know if you guys have heard, but they had to, due to inflation, the dollar stores are now all $1.25 store. And some, they have some $5 stuff there too. Like there were some Pokemon cards there and I was like, Pokemon cards for $1.25? No, they were $5. I still got them though. I'm too awkward to tell the lady, no, take it back. So now I'm just ironing out the fabric. This is my mini ironing board and my fancy iron that I got on clearance. Just ironing it out so, you know, there wouldn't be wrinkles or creases or bumps when I put the fabric onto the top of the book. And yeah, you can see all my freaking wires because like I told you guys, Samsung lied to me. Okay, another thing. So when I was looking this up, they were all telling me you have to use this PVA glue, this specific book glue, this PVA glue, and it was very expensive. It was $22. So I looked it up. PVA glue is just wood glue. So I just strolled my ass down to Home Depot and got some wood glue. I mean, it is a huge bottle, but it was like $6. I'm not paying $22 for wood glue when I can just use, I'm not paying $22 for fancy wood glue when I can just use any wood glue. Also, here's me, as you can see, that is crooked as all get out because once again, cannot cut or draw a straight line. So this was me just trying to fix it. Um, to mixed results is what I'm going to say. To mixed results. But yeah, I spent all that time freaking filing down the pages because at the time I thought the cover was the same size as the pages, so it would look goofy. But then I had I have this poster board. I don't know where it came from. It must have been from some kind of project that I or my child had to do. Just cut that smaller. I mean bigger, not smaller, bigger, bigger. Okay, but you see, so now I'm lining it up and it's still a little crooked, but I mean we gotta get it moving. I use way too much glue. You you guys are gonna find that out, but me in the future, knowing what I know now, that was way too much glue. And I thought it was too little glue. I also thought, let me smooth it out with the brush, but that did not work because the brush just absorbed the glue. Um, so yeah, don't do that. I guess I don't know what the best way to applicate it is, and I'm still not 100% sure what the best way to applicate the glue would be. But I do know it's less. It's less than the amount I use. That is what I do know. So yeah, just flipped it down, kind of press it out. And then I don't know if I'm going to show you guys. But then after that, I got glue all over my hands and I did not like that. But then I just put some books on top of it. Oh yeah, and then I put a little on the fabric to fold it over. And then I cut one of the corners. I shouldn't have did that. Because now one of my corners is frayed. I shouldn't have did it. But there it is. That was a mistake. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I put some parchment paper in so the glue wouldn't get on everything. But here's me just flipping through the pages so you can see. You can see my little blue lines. Some of them are better than others. And yeah, that was it. Hey you guys, it's a different day obviously. I just wanted to do a little like this is what I've learned kind of thing, or these are things that I will try to avoid. And the first thing is, as you can see, it's got like these stains on them. That's from the glue. Apparently I used too much glue. It dried flat, like the fabric is flush against it, but you can see where like you can basically see all the glue. So I'm not sure if, I mean, I'm obviously going to use less glue, but I'm not sure if like the solution is just like do like glue around the border and then like an X or like what, because it's on there and there's like no gap or anything, but it just, I mean, we see them. These stains look gross. They look real gross. They look real gross. But, so that's one thing that when I make the real one or the one with the better paper, I'm gonna try to avoid. Another thing is you guys saw I spent all that time filing down these pages, but I had poster board and I still have poster board. All I had to do was just cut it a ½ inch bigger. So I spent all that time doing that for nothing. So that's another thing that I'm not gonna do. I did the 3-hole stitch thing, and I kind of deviated from it and stuck it back through because it was a little loose. I think next time I'll just do 5 holes because it didn't take that much time at all. So that's another thing, but I think this will be really fun. I think this is really cool. That's why I did it. I saw a girl on Instagram do it and I just thought, oh my gosh, that's so smart. That's fantastic. And I'm going to link her Instagram so you guys can see, because she's doing like manga studies and they're really cool. And I think, people should check her out. And that's kind of what I want to do. I do want to make like some of my own comics, but I also want to like do like some like manga studies or comic studies, or just like a kind of like a draw this comic in your own style kind of situation, because I don't really see people doing that. I see people doing where they'll like redraw their old comics, but I never see people like, this is how I would draw I don't know, Frank Miller Sin City or something. That'd be wild, but something like that. And so I was thinking, not the Frank Miller thing, but I was thinking something like that. Unless you guys are interested, because I do have the 7th volume of Sin City because it's my favorite story from it. Um, but yeah, that's that. I just wanted to pop in and just give a like, this is what I've learned. This is what I would do differently. And I still have the minimum of fabric you can buy is a yard, not a yarn. So I still have a whole bunch of this really cute Dr. Seuss Celebrate fabric. So I'll probably make some more little sketchbooks, and I'll probably use the same material to make the real one. So thank you guys. You guys can go talk to Outro Adrian. See you guys later. Bye. Well, that was it. That's how I made this that thar here. And this is the practice one. I'm probably not gonna record making the real one unless you guys would just want like a little update on it, because it's gonna be the exact same thing. I'm really excited about it. I am gonna do some practice comics in here. I think it'll be really cool, and you best believe I'm gonna show you guys whatever I do whatever I do. I don't know how those double D's work. But thank you guys once again for watching my channel and watching this. I really appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe, I'd love to have you guys here. And once again, you can just leave a comment telling me, oh, I like when you do traditional stuff. Oh, I like when you do digital stuff. Oh, I like when you talk about art stuff in general, blah, 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 blah. So, just so I can know what is more interesting and what is more engaging to you guys. I really appreciate it. Bye.